Well, we start this broadcast with what is happening in West Asia. The killing of Hamas chief Yahya Sinwar earlier this week has given rise to calls for multiple quarters for a move towards a peace deal. A large section of the Israeli public, especially the relatives of the hostages, they are seeing Sinwar's death as an opportunity to up the ante. On Saturday night, a huge crowd of demonstrators gathered outside the Caesarea residence of the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, demanding his government to make the return of the hostages their top priority. They chanted slogans that read, "You got your revenge, now bring our consolation. There's no victory without a hostage deal." However, facing pressure from his far-right coalition partners, who seem adamant and dead set on refusing any kind of a deal with Hamas militants, Netanyahu has not yet outlined any strategy to capitalize on Sinwar's death. Israeli military spokesperson Daniel Hagari at a press conference said Israel's campaign in Gaza would not end with Sinwar's death, vowing to continue operations until all hostages are back home. Israel has released a new footage showing the final moments of the Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar before a tank destroyed the building that he was in. A day after the announcement of the killing of the Hamas chief, the Palestinian group's ally Hezbollah announced a new phase of war against Israel. The Israeli military said about 200 missiles had been fired from Lebanon by Hezbollah, targeting one on Saturday itself. It also confirmed that a drone was launched from Lebanon at Netanyahu's holiday home. In a post on social media, the Israeli Prime Minister called it an assassination bid, saying it was a grave mistake and cleared that it would not deter him for Israel from continuing what he called a just war. Israel also pounded Lebanon with at least a dozen airstrikes on Beirut in the last 24 hours. IDF said it targeted Hezbollah's weapon storage facilities and its intelligence headquarters command center. Meanwhile, the G7 defense ministers in a joint statement said they support the Lebanese armed forces in their essential and indispensable role for the protection, security and stability of Lebanon. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said that the country would like to see Israel scale back some of its strikes in and around the Lebanese capital of Beirut.
And we'd like to see things transition to some sort of negotiation that would allow civilians on both sides of the border to return to their homes. And that's the point that I'll continue to make with Minister Gallant. And I think, yes, he does take on my input.